The Last Faith is an enthralling action-adventure game that sends players on a quest to discover the secrets of a mysterious universe. The game has a disturbing music that captures the spooky mood, and the hard gameplay necessitates precise strategy and timing. To gain new skills and find powerful artifacts, players must explore hidden rooms and abandoned places. The game also includes difficult boss encounters, in which players must understand their opponents' attack patterns and exploit their vulnerabilities. The Last Faith is a must-play for fans of the Metroidvania and Souls-like genres.
My benevolence.
Virgo vs. the Zodiac is a science fiction and fantasy Japanese role-playing game with a distinct fighting system based on real-time movement execution. The protagonist, Virgo, is a villain on a cosmic journey to restore the Golden Age, a time of peace, symmetry, and balance. There are no random encounters in the game, only turn-based combat, and several endings. The Zodiac Memories feature allows players to learn about the Zodiac's backstories, participate in boss rush mode, an action-packed shoot-'em-up minigame, and ride alpacas on their cosmic adventure. Long Gone Days is a real-world role-playing game that delves into human connections during wartime, with an emphasis on civilian experiences, language hurdles, and boundaries. The protagonist has been trained as a sharpshooter for the Corps, a paramilitary organization that operates underground. The game provides a multifaceted view of battle, with fierce action and slower slice-of-life gameplay. In order to make contacts, players must overcome language hurdles and employ translators. Each combat is thoughtfully developed and tied to the game's storyline. Players take control of 4 distinct characters, each with its own set of actions, and face criminal bosses with outstanding fighting abilities. The game retains its original 1994 visuals, audio, and gameplay while including new components such as motion comic cutscenes and animated start. Players may play alone or in local co-op mode, explore varied settings, and attack adversaries on motorcycles. The game's picture gallery includes antique box art and manual illustrations, which add to the nostalgic atmosphere. The runner has the power to demolish floors, allowing you to find hidden money or trap enemies. Play local multiplayer mode with 2 Joy-Con controllers for cooperative gameplay. In craft mode, you may create your own levels and characters, share them with other players around the world, and show your appreciation for others by like their creations. Explore over 100 levels across many game modes, including adventure mode, puzzle mode, and classic mode, where you may recoup stolen riches, solve riddles, and find 150 vintage levels. Layers of Fear 2 is a narrative game that emphasizes exploration and storytelling, enabling players to become the characters rather simply embodying them. The role is adapted to the player's particular background, which has formed who they are now. However, these prior encounters leave deep emotional scars that direct the player toward the identity they must portray. The game takes place in a dark atmosphere, with the player standing silently under a spotlight, surrounded by darkness. A powerful voice appears from afar, directing the player to their preferred character.
The Moon.
The Medium is a psychological horror game with proprietary dual reality gameplay and an original soundtrack. Players can become mediums, develop unique psychic skills, travel between realities, and explore both at the same time. The game gives players the ability to see, hear, and experience more than others, altering their view of events in the Niwa Resort. The game also allows players to explore both the physical and spiritual realms at the same time. The medium spirit realm is a gloomy reflection of our reality, full of unpunished acts, terrible cravings, and nasty secrets.
Sadness? Marianne?
RollerCoaster Tycoon 3 is a famous roller coaster simulation game in which players may build their own amusement park. The game has a revamped Nintendo Switch UI with intuitive controls for easy creation, Players may succeed in a variety of settings by managing cash, stores, services, and workers. The game also contains material from the Soaked and Wild expansion packs, which let players build and manage water parks and wildlife habitats. The game has approximately 300 coasters, rides, 500 scenery pieces, 60 stores, services, and 20 animals. Super Mega Zero is a fast-paced platformer in which players must race against time to save Miss Undefined from the sinister kill screen. The game combines precise movements and puzzles with aspects of shoot-'em-up games. Players may choose between classic platforming, numerical problem-solving, and explosive shoot-'em-up gaming. Key features include precisely planned stages, arcade-style graphics, and exhilarating chiptune music, unlocking new powers and power-ups, and competing with friends and gamers from all around the world for the greatest leaderboard score. TEVI is an exciting game set in a war-torn universe full with scary animals and deadly foes. Players must navigate through many landscapes, each with its own set of difficulties and obstacles. The game has an engaging plot and compelling characters, each with their own reasons. Players must adjust their characters' powers to their playstyle, whether they use sheer force or smart methods. TEVI's unique combination of bullet hell and Metroidvania gameplay provides a deep and fascinating experience, making it an excellent pick for those looking for action, adventure, and mystery. This War of Mine is a survival game in which players take on the role of inhabitants in a besieged city, experiencing problems such as food scarcity, medication shortages, and regular sniper attacks. The day and night cycle influences the game's tempo, with players focused on their refuge and scavenging for critical supplies. Players must make life or death decisions depending on their conscience, selecting whether to protect everyone or sacrifice some in order to survive in the long run. The Complete Edition, the Anniversary Edition update, and the Little Ones DLC are all included in the game. In 1996, a small kid goes missing in the Black Hills forest, and Ellis, a former cop, joins the hunt. The game sends players through a cursed woodland, which causes chaos and distorts time and space. While navigating with his devoted dog Bullet, the protagonist battles the Blair Witch and his deteriorating mind. The game investigates how players respond to danger and behave under duress, ultimately teaching them more about themselves. Inspired by the cinematic narrative of Blair Witch, provides a unique experience of humanity's journey into darkness.
He decided.
Moonlighter is an action RPG focused on the daily life of Will, an adventurous shopkeeper who aspires to be a hero. Will's adventure to Rhinoka Village, where he must explore old corridors to acquire treasures and meet residents, is shown in the game. The game has a crafting and enchanting system in which players may create new armor and weapons as well as enchant old equipment. Players can enter otherworldly portals to acquire precious things from exotic civilizations such as resources, weapons, armor, and relics. Children of Morta is a roguelite game set in a faraway place that explores themes like as love, hope, desire, uncertainty, loss, and sacrifice. The plot follows a family of heroes as they struggle against the corruption that is sweeping the country. There are 7 playable characters in the game, as well as local co-op and a vast universe full of history and magic. The game has a wide range of skills, passive and active items, various dungeons, and distinct mode called Family Trials, which introduces new systems, equipment, objectives, character builds, and other features.
Keep everyone together in a time of struggle.
Creepy Tale 2 is a frightening cartoon puzzle adventure based on ancient European fairy tales. Lars, a young guy, abandons his father's cabin to find his sister Ellie, who has been kidnapped by an unknown evil power. The land, which was once tranquil, has devolved into a place of sadness and terror. Blair's father's cabin is visited by two strange visitors one day, and his sister falls victim to their mind control sorcery. Despite the danger, Blair escapes and makes new magical companions to help Ellie get to safety. The luxurious, cartoonish graphic style contributes to the frightening tale's dark mood. Thanks everyone for watching. If you liked any one of these games, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Hope to see you on the next one. And stay awesome!